Good morning, everybody. Have you ever played a game where you sit in a circle or in a row and you say perhaps 3 or 4 words and then you whisper it to the next person and then they have to say those 3 or 4 words and it goes all the way down the line to the very last person? And when it gets to the end, the fun is to find out if what the last person's heard is actually what you've said. It can be quite funny, especially if the words are very similar and they get mixed up and jumbled up in a funny way. Now, today's story is all about one person telling somebody something and they then want to go and make everybody hear about it. In the Bible story today, Jesus has appeared to his disciples after he's risen from the dead. And at first, those disciples were scared. Do you remember from last week? They were so scared, they weren't even sure if it was really him. And one of the disciples, Thomas, actually needed to see the scars in poor Jesus' hands to really believe. Well, after that time, Jesus spent a lot of time with his disciples, preparing them for the time when he actually wouldn't be around and will be taken into heaven. Jesus had said to them very calmly and very carefully that it was now their job to go and spread the good news. It was their job to get the message out. And that's quite a big job to do, isn't it? I mean, one person like Jesus telling one of his disciples to go off and spread the good word, but telling everybody to go off and then it all went round the world, that's quite some task, isn't it? But it was a big job that they were very happy to do because they strongly believed everything that had happened to them and why it had happened. And they wanted to tell the good news about Jesus rising from the dead so that we could all have a good life and find our place in heaven when the time was right. And that's what God wanted Jesus to tell his disciples, to make sure that we didn't try to do things wrong again without asking for forgiveness at the same time. Now, what I'd like you to do today is, it's not such a craft this time. You may need some help with a grown-up, but I'm setting you a little challenge actually. Now, the garden centres have been open for a little while and the sun's getting a bit warmer, and there's nothing more that makes me smile than watching something grow. And so I've actually gone and bought some sunflower seeds. Can you see? Now, sunflowers always make me smile because they get bigger and bigger and bigger. And the big fun thing is, when I was a little girl, is planting one and seeing if mine was going to be bigger than my sister's or my mum's or my dad's. What I'd like you to do is to perhaps plant one seed at a time in a little pot, get them so the green leaves are just starting to poke through, and just like Jesus asked his disciples to go and share with somebody, I'd like you to go and give your pot, one of the pots, to a friend, to your grandma, to your grandpa, to somebody that you love, just to show them you care, and then they can grow it. And at the end of it, when the sunflower has finally bloomed and you get the beautiful sunny shape of it with the lovely seeds in the middle, you can even keep some of those seeds back to grow again next year to give to someone else. Or one of the things I like to do is to take the sunflower head off and lay it on the ground because the birds love eating the sunflower seeds. So we haven't really got a craft today, just some sunflower seeds that you can buy in most places, a little bit of dirt, earth and a little pot and a little bit of love and tender care from you, and you will soon have one grow. That would be wonderful. Go and tell everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. And I hope next week goes well when we all go back to school.